Ah, the dreaded scales, everybody loves to hate them. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about sort of the basic scales that you learn as you start your musical journey in life. So let's have a look. When you start playing, nearly every piece, in fact, most of the pieces that you learn when you start to actually learn how to read notes will be written in C major, which means that we're just using a scale which only includes white keys on the piano. There are occasions where you can step outside of that, but when we're in C major, we're only using white keys. Okay, first thing before I go into the structure of a scale, we need to understand two words, and one is semitone and the other one is tone. Now, strangely enough, a semitone is half a tone, right? It's kind of the clues in the name. But to explain what they are on the piano, so if I play middle C, for example, if I want to move up a semitone, that means that I need to move to the very next note, the neighbouring note, which would be the black key just to the right. Okay, now that's a semitone. Now, as I mentioned before, semitone is half of a tone, which means if you want to move up a tone, then you basically move two semitones. Oh my God, my head hurts. So we've got the C, and then I said we need to move up two semitones, so we go from here to the C sharp, and then onto the D. All right, so that's the basic breakdown of semitone and tone, which will then help you to kind of understand the next section. So every major scale has a structure to it, and if I get this right, we've got tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, right? And basically what that is, that's the order or the jumps that we make on the keys when we start on one note and finish an octave higher on the same note again. So if, for example, your scale, if you're in C major, you would play from C to C. So that's we played one octave of C major. Now, of course, you can keep on going and play more, but that gives you the ascending structure of the scale. And it doesn't matter what note you start on, as long as you follow that tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone structure, then you can figure out any scale. So if we move on to G major, for example, D major, F major. Okay, so there's more, but that gives you the kind of basic ones that you'll cover in early theory work. Just to add to that, each note that you play within the scale has a number associated to it, and people call that the degree of the scale. So if we go back to C major again, we have C, which would be 1, 2 on the D, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and then we go back to 1 again because we're back to the keynote or the tonic. Okay, so obviously that covers going up the way. Down the way is just the opposite. So you would go semitone, tone, 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 semitone, tone, tone. I can't believe I got that right first time. Anyway, and that gives you the descending method for the scale. Now, a good thing to do is actually get used to how the scale sounds. So if you don't want to do it by structure, if you understand that it sounds, if I play this on another key, it just doesn't sound right, but then if I go back and I start messing about, where did I go wrong? That's not quite right. And you can kind of figure things out by ear as well. So if you combine both the tones and the semitones structure plus using your ear as well, you can really figure out any scale, start on F sharp, start on B, start on D flat, whatever you want, and take it from there. Fingering is a topic for another day, but that gives you the basic structure that you need to understand, and that is it. So if you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments before. If you would like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.